Hello, this is Peter Palmiotti of Human Studios, and this is the Drawer Stream. And here I go, dropping that link for anybody who's here can join. And let's go to my piece of paper. And let me. So last time I invited a bunch of people, and had a really good crowd, both on screen and in the chat. I did share out the stream, but didn't. I'm going to fix the focus in a second once my program pops up. Yeah, I didn't go door to door and invite people over, so it may just be me. We shall see. Here we go. Okay. All right. Won't do that. Here, let me see. It's like that. So, yeah. It's been a crazy week. And I've been working all day. And let me turn that off. Yeah, we don't need two Peters in the talking. Okay. All right, we're all good. Yeah, I've been super busy this past week. Not only doing what I normally do, but also seeing to my friend's cats while she was away, and just working on my comic retro and doing streaming every day. So I was figuring I'll do a bit of a chill stream tonight. And if anybody shows up, great. If nobody shows up, then that's how it will be. I went to check out Global Frequency. They got their karaoke night tonight, and they did a very short stream. Apparently, they had technical issues, so hopefully they can get up and running again. Oh, what am I doing? So you don't know what character I'm drawing, but you'll soon find out. And get away from me! Being attacked by a moth. But don't despair. So let's see. Do a little of that. You'll see why shortly. Yeah. Didn't totally plan this out, but I had this in mind. Hello, Rick. Welcome. Yeah, I was thinking, what can I draw tonight? Last time it was Batman, and the piece was way too big, so I Man, there's all these little gnat flies. Okay, before I started streaming, a bunch of my cats and my neighborhood stray were in and out of my place and let all the flies in. So what are you up to tonight, Rick? And there's Doug. Hey, Doug. Welcome, welcome. If anybody wants to come on and draw with me, you're welcome to. The link is in the chat. I forgot to pin it, but it's right there. Yeah, so tonight's going to be chill. I got way too much going on, and after I finish this stream, I got to get on to other things. So I figured it won't be too much. Oh my God. It's Randy Siplon. It's going well, my friends. Randy, you want to come on? Draw with me? You can outshine me because you're much better artist than me. I don't mind. I imagine that's bigger. Let's see. Something like that. I don't know. However his glasses went. If you don't recognize, this is Cyclops. I know it overlaps somehow. I don't know, something like that. It's over his earlobe. We'll just go with that. All right. Something like that. Something like that. Hey, Miss H. Hello. Unfortunately, I'm not at home right now, but you're better than me anyway. That's not the case. Anybody who doesn't know Randy, go check out his channel. He does fantastic work. Has a great independent comic. And that reminds me of something I wanted to do. Been doing this past week. For those that don't know, I have a group, Create Our Own Comics group on Facebook. And there's a announcement post about 1K subscribers club. And in it, people have commented, leaving a description of their channel and their channel link. So the first 3 participants are Alvaro, Cortes, and Vance, Caplay, and John Schlim. Probably butchering everybody's name, but LanceDanger, Vance Caplay artist, and John's new channel, Ovation Nation Station. And go subscribe to their channels and support fellow independent creators. I should probably now do away with that. And I will briefly mention, no, this one. Okay. That I'm trying to pass 1,000 subscribers. Last time I looked, I'm at 923. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. If you really want to help out, give this video a like. Share it out to your friends on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you share things, and tell them all about it. And give me 1 second. And hey, welcome. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how to turn my camera around the other way.
All right, take your time.
No, I just turned the camera off.
Oh. It's always a challenge. I had to get a special attachment for my webcam.
All right, I'll just flip it around the other way.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you see my paper here?
I can see your paper there.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Okay, good. Miss H says, don't give up.
Kind of got a cord in my face now. There we go. So, how's it going, Peter?
It's going good. It's been a crazy busy week, so I'm kind of making tonight's episode a little bit chill. Last time I invited a bunch of people, and a bunch of people showed up and joined the stream and joined the chat. I did share it out, but I really didn't invite anyone in particular. So I'm just taking a shot and that anybody shows up. My
wife is making dinner. She said it'll be ready in about 20 minutes. So
okay, cool.
Probably got about 20 minutes here.
That's fine. It's good to have you. For anybody in the chat, Landon has a great channel on YouTube. I'm sure you can just type in his name and check out his videos, drawing videos, and everything. Go subscribe to his channel.
Yeah. Just look up Landon Huber art. You should be able to find it. I was going to draw a retro here, but I've never drawn them before. I'm trying to figure out how to do it here.
Well, think of any 70s, 80s hair band. That's his hair, and just put a mask on it. And that's retro.
I might have to get some reference or something here.
I got a lot of the pages on my Instagram and Facebook. I've been tagging, well, like detailed pics of the last 14 pages on my Facebook, and I'll be posting more pages soon. I'm not posting full pages, but glimpses of it, so people can sort of keep track of what I've got done so far. And I'll be finishing all the inks this month for sure. Also working on a graphic novel and my friend's book, Hawk of New York, and a new book. What is it? I forget the name of it already. Sacrificial Lambs. That's what it was. Is a new book, and I got another one coming soon, as well as I'll be doing a backup story for my art rep, Phil Russert, for his book Tragedy. So I'm all over the place.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures, but you know, drawing something for the first time, unless you're actually looking at it, it's
Yeah.
hard to recall. So.
Oh, no
It's a
sweat, no
cool
sweat.
character, though.
Yeah, I should put together a file. Like I have stuff all over my computer, and could be much better organized. But yeah, like every once in a while, somebody asks me, "Hey, do you have a reference for your character?" And it's like, well, let me pick things from here and there and everywhere. So it would be handy for me to have a file which I can pull from. But thanks.
He's kind of like a ninja kind of guy, right? He does like ninja moves
Well,
and stuff.
well, he's master of parkour. He's very much like Captain America or Daredevil. In many ways, just sort of bounces around the city and fights crime and supervillains and whatnot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about him is um, he reminds me of those kind of old school comic books, like just and I've heard you talk about it in your videos, just kind of the simplicity of what you're going for, but
Yeah.
also combining it with your own sensibilities, and that's a
Exactly.
pretty cool idea.
Thanks. Yeah, it's I have a great love of the comics I grew up on, and yeah, I'm definitely influenced by comics from between the 60s and the 90s. Um, and I'm going to be pulling a lot from those eras, and as well as like modern things, and it will be it won't be like this. It will be more mature than the comics I grew up on, but not as crazy as like say heavy metal or something. Um,
Right.
but
Well, that's cool, man.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Rich Fisher is the artist of issue 1, but I'm going to be doing everything with issue 2 on. So I'll be writing, penciling, inking, and coloring, and then I got a few other people that will help me out with the other stuff.
Cool.
So get that issue 1 done this year. Get it into the hands of those that pledged already. Then I'll be doing a full-fledged Indiegogo. I'm thinking November, but we'll see as we get closer. I got major deadlines otherwise. So it's how everything else pans out as well. I'm chained to other people's schedules.
Yeah, That can be pretty tough sometimes, but you just got to get through it, you know.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I've been working harder and harder, and you know, it will pay off.
Well, I'm not a I mean, I made a graphic novel, or I illustrated a graphic novel called Bleen. Um, and also made some self-published uh, stuff for a character called for these a character team called the Punctuation Men, which is pretty yeah, it's pretty satirical and pretty funny. And but you know, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. I do art for a living.
Right.
But kind of t-shirt graphics stuff. That's my day job. But
That's
I'm
cool.
trying to get some something going. See if I can get some comics work. That's kind of where I'm at right now, and it's pretty tough times though.
Yeah, it's you know, I mean, it depends. Like when you say trying to get some comics work, it depends. Like, are you going for the bigger independent publishers, or are you going for Marvel and DC, or what are you shooting for?
Well, right now, anything. Like if I can get work, you know, and um, I'm open to it. Eventually, I'd like to be able to be making a living drawing comics. You know, that's kind of my goal.
Okay. Yeah, it's you know, um, it's always small publishers, self publishers looking for artists. It depends how much you know. Like rates aren't that great, but if you am I, I think I wasn't on camera. Yeah, if you're not too worried about getting top dollar, then your chances are better as to getting some work. Um,
For right now, I'm just trying to get. I mean, I can't do stuff for nothing, you know, because my wife would probably
right,
divorce me.
right.
But you know, I'm just trying to get work at this point. So I you know, I'm just saying that's kind of where I am. Whereas you have a longer history of working in the comic business, I'm kind of just an indie guy at the
Yeah,
moment.
well, that's fine. I mean, you know, it's like I may have been around a long time, but rates suck, and I'm not, you know, mostly getting paid nothing. Which is why you know I want to focus more of my energy on doing my own projects. Okay, so I see a message. Miss H says, "So many projects. How many days of the week are you guys able to find time to draw?" Um, well, it's a full time career for me. So I'm working 7 days a week. I mean, you say to draw. I don't get to draw currently a lot, which is why I created this sort of draw stream. Um, because I'm inking a lot of projects right now, including my own. So that's my story.
I'm looking up. I'm gonna look up some reference here for retro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, probably easiest go on Instagram. I should also print out like I have the cover hanging on my wall, which I can't. I don't want to rip off the wall, but I should actually have some copies nearby so I could pull out and say, hey, here's my character.
Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just getting whatever work I can get. I just had a commission come in recently, um, and I'm too tired to start doing that one. It's kind of a pretty difficult, detailed thing.
Right.
And I've been working all day, so I'm just too tired to start that right now.
Right.
Let's see.
Yeah, I know what having like a day job and then working on art outside of that is very challenging. Um, most of the sort of day jobs I've had, and I even had some, like part-time work recently. Recently, like whatever it was, 6 months ago. But usually, what I go for is non-art related because I want to get my ass out of the chair if I'm going to have a day job. So it's usually something physical. Um,
Yeah, it's
and
good for your health.
yeah, it's definitely improves my mood to get out of the house and just be physical. Like the last thing is like I worked at a restaurant. Just washing dishes, something I can do with ease, but it's very physical and very very taxing. You can get exhausted, and restaurant is all crazy hours. Um, but
Well, it's something that, like, if you have a physical job, then then it's more okay. On my downtime, I'll draw, but when you're drawing is your job, you're pumping those neurons constantly. That it can be taxing. But
yeah,
that's just part of the deal.
yeah. I mean, that's why I knew like I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want like a day job doing art. Then my second gig would be art too, and it's like, it's like I already do that. I mean, I'm sort of doing that now. It's like, my passion job is working on my own projects, and the thing that pays my bills is inking other people's books. So
Yeah, gotta pay the bills.
yep. We have Doug says, "Are you sure she didn't mean find time to eat, sleep, and more breathing?" Yeah, yeah. Somehow, I find time to do those things in between. And we have Widrow. What's up, chat? At work. Got you on the headphones. Hope you all having a good day. Yes, we are. Thanks for showing up, hanging out with us, keeping us company.
I'm not sure how his shoulder pads or his.
Well,
Does he have shoulder
think of
pads,
it.
or is it?
Well, Rich drew it as shoulder pads. I'm undecided if I'm going to keep it like that. But essentially, think the letter Y, and it's a lot like Wolverine's lines on his chest and to his belt.
Wolverine has shoulder pads, whatever they're called, those shields, shoulder shields.
Does he?
His he's got like 6 different costumes.
Yeah.
The yellow and blue costume is like that. Yeah. So Retro, he just has like a design on his shoulder, right?
Yeah, I mean that was my original intention. Rich sort of went deeper and more realistic, so that's why he made them into shoulder pads, which I kind of like. But we'll see, like, if it fits with my drawing style when I get there. But he also has, like, the lines themselves are what you call it. I'm not thinking of. They're raised. The stitching in between the colors is raised. And that was also a choice of his, which is cool too. But we'll see how, I'm not sure if I want to go more realistic or just more old school.
Well, he is retro, so we should probably go old school. Probably just for today, just get them kind of started and then finish them up later.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely check it out. And thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Well, on the last stream, you said it would be all right, so I picked you up on it.
Absolutely. Everybody's welcome. My pleasure. Most of the time I either do solo streams or, lately I've been doing a lot more interviews with people. Monday and Tuesday I'm going to do solo shows. And while I'm doing those, I'm going to be setting up the next batch of people I'm going to have on. One of those people is going to be Jim Lujan, who's an animator. I believe he's coming on Sunday nights. So I'll probably do I'm not going to do the draw stream next week. I'm going to do Pimp Your Comic. So that would be slightly different. Pimp Your Comic is where I have an open stream and people can come on and talk about their projects, and if they got crowdfunders or they just have it for sale online or it's something they're working on, whatever stage of their comic. I just want to help people come on and promote it. So that would be fun. And I think I'm going to switch back between like the draw stream and the Pimp Your Comic. So every other weekend or something.
That sounds cool. I think it's really cool that you're doing this stuff because not a lot of people are on the drawing side of things, I guess, really doing that. Like helping other people, and it's pretty cool that you do that, Peter.
Thanks. And we got 24 Eyes. Welcome.
Sorry if I stream a lot.
And we got Matt Barr. Hell, Harry on.
I'm kind of one of those people that.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm kind of one of those people that doesn't really like to talk and draw at the same time. I haven't trained to my brain to do that, so.
Right. Yeah, it's a
It's like
challenge.
two different sides of the brain,
Yeah. Um, it's not too difficult. It's about being comfortable doing it. It's about just like saying, well, let me just do it. I remember, I used to do a bunch of conventions earlier in my career, and I'm originally from New York. I'm living out in Kentucky now. For those that don't know, but New York used to have conventions all the time, and I remember being at one, having a table, and selling art, selling comics, doing sketches for people. Um, and I think it was Channel 7 showed up, like this big ass camera, and this guy sort of like leaned in my direction. He's like, "Do you mind if I just film you?" I was like, "Go right ahead." And he filmed me, but I was like fully aware that he was filming me for like the evening news. So I was like sweating inside.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. You did it.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to see myself on the news because I got home much later, but uh, it was, I knew it wound up there. It was pretty fun.
So, I've never been to New York. I'm an Arizonan. So what's it
Ah,
like living in New York, and then how's it different living in where are you living
Kentucky,
now? Uh,
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah. Um,
So how's the difference, and what is about New York and stuff like that?
well, I lived most of my life in New York. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn specifically. Um, but it's like I spent more time in Manhattan. Not only did I go to high school there, I went to art and design. Um, but it's like most of my friends met up in Manhattan, and I loved walking around Manhattan all the time. I never got bored walking around Manhattan, and I'm a walker, and I've walked from downtown to uptown, crosstown, everywhere. Um, and it's like I would have stayed there if I was making six figures, but I'm not. Um, it's just it's gotten
That's the
more and more.
problem. You almost have to make six figures.
Yeah, it's gotten more and more expensive, and if you really want a nice place, you have to have the money, and to do anything of real consequence, everything costs money. So I decided, both me and my brother Jimmy, who's also in comics, um, decided that, like, when my mom passed away, that we would move out of town. He moved with his then girlfriend Amanda Connor, um, to Florida, and they got married shortly thereafter, um, and I sort of, it's like I didn't know where I wanted to go. I had open opportunity to go anywhere. It's like, I knew I didn't want to live in New York anymore. Um, and I've been to a couple of places. I haven't traveled a ton. Um, but I was like, well, I can go anywhere. I can, live anywhere. As long as there's internet. Especially with my job and what I want to do. Um, I could live on the side of a mountain if I wanted to. So a friend of mine said, "Hey, why don't you come out and live with me and my family for a little bit until you get settled? Then you can get your own place." And that's exactly what I did. And him and his family were living in Bardstown, and so I lived there a couple of years. Lived with them for a little bit, and got my own apartment, and just really, really loved Bardstown. I moved to Louisville for a little while. Really liked that. More specifically because I was in a good part of town. There's good parts of town and bad parts of town, just like anywhere else. And then I moved to where I am now, which is a small town, like an hour south of Louisville, because of, I started a relationship with somebody. That lasted 5 years, and in the end didn't work out, but we are best friends, and I am still living in this small town. So I like it out here. I like it a lot. I guess I just have a small
Well,
apartment
that's
out here
good that
right
you
now.
can stay friends.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We definitely like a lot of the same things, and we really vibe well together. It's just the relationship didn't work out. But I was gonna say
Yeah.
just that you know yeah, I'm in a small apartment, and eventually, as work picks up, meaning more money comes in, I want to rent a home, and eventually buy one if I can afford to. So I don't think I'll stick around.
Yeah. Right now, the housing market is still pretty crazy in Arizona, the Phoenix, Arizona area. It's not a good
Right.
time to buy because me and my wife have been wanting to get a house also, but it's just not a
Yeah.
good time yet. So
Yeah. Well, I'm not looking tomorrow, so it's still a ways off, but it's something I do have in mind, just when the timing's right. With everything crazy
well,
as it's
when
been.
it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you're juggling quite a lot right now.
Yep. And I'll be busy until the end of the year for sure. That's the crazy thing. Matt says, "Preach." Just walking around the city was always an adventure. Yeah. I love New York, and I do want to go and visit. A lot of my friends are from there, so finding a new comic shop, finding a new spot to skate. Love that city. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to go to New York just to visit. I was gonna go to Denver for the Pop Culture Comic Con. I was actually scheduled to go, but then COVID happened, so
Yeah.
that kind of got canceled on my
Yeah, I
side.
was I was set to go to Heroes Con. What is that, in Virginia, or yeah, in Virginia, I think. It's supposed to be a really good one, but COVID happened, and my friend was still holding out hope that you know it was going to happen, but they canceled it at the last minute. So that was last year. I know things are opening up, but
Yeah,
right now,
yeah. I haven't heard anything from anybody like as far as offers to go to any cons for me. So I just assumed that they're still not doing. I know they're starting to do cons. Like I'm seeing the pictures on Instagram and stuff. So, but yeah, just that one I was gonna do just got got shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Well, that's
enough.
cool. So, how are you liking Kentucky?
Say again. Sorry.
I think there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah, it's my internet. It sucks. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Because I say something and then it seems like you're hearing it about 5 seconds later or something.
Yeah, yeah. I just work around it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool beans.
So this is something I don't normally do, but I'm like, I use the quill to just quickly ink the face I'm working on, and now I'm using the same ink, which is it's thinner. The ink I have for the quill is a lot thinner because when you use the quill, it really digs into the paper, so it almost doesn't matter. But when you use a brush with the same ink, it comes out as almost a wash. So I'm just sort of coloring the face I inked with the wash. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, like sometimes you want to get real light with the ink, and for me, I used to be like kind of anal about, oh, it has to either be black or white. I don't know why, but so but then if you want to go light, you can water down that ink a little bit, and it'll help you make the light lines appear lighter. So it just helps you,
Yeah.
because whole thing at the end of the day, you're just trying to create an illusion with these lines. Like, that's part of the magic of art and comic art. It's like, wait a second, that looks like a character, or it looks like a thing, but really it's just an illusion. It's just lines or shapes and colors that somebody put down on a piece of paper, right? So
Yep.
that's the whole cool magical part about it.
Oh, yep. So true.
I think most people that want to do comics and draw comics, they fell in love with it when they were kids or when they were young. It's just,
For the
once you
most
fall in
part,
love, you're in love, right?
yeah. For the most part, that's been what I've heard from people. Like, I read comics at some point. I may not have started out reading comics, but I read comics and I was like, this would be fun to do, and that's most of the stories I hear. Only once in a blue moon do I hear, oh, I never really read comics, but figured it would be a good job. It'd be like, what? Really? Okay.
It's a hard job, though. Until
Yeah,
you
it's
until you actually do it, you don't have any clue how much work it is. But
yeah,
if you
that's
can't get
true.
thing without work, right?
Yeah, that's true of a lot of career paths. It's like, oh, making movies would be easy. Let me do that. But everything takes time and takes effort and takes energy and knowledge and skill and
Yeah.
So Salazar is here.
That's part of the. That's part of the journey too,
Yep. Absolutely.
I think some people give up because they expect the world to stop and just give them their goals on a silver platter, and that's just not the way it works. But you have to like really love it and then work and work and work and work. That's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, some people get lucky. That's true in life all around and everything. Some people get lucky, and that's that's a fact. But most cases, you're right. You have to work hard and just it's not going to come to you. You have to go out and grab it.
But if you're not one, you gotta work. Yeah. Right.
Are you on Facebook at all? Are we
Yes.
Facebook? Oh, okay. Are we Facebook friends? I forget. I got almost 5,000.
Did you squeeze me in there?
You might have been part of the newest batch of friends I added because I had to delete a lot of old friends that were no longer active. So I think I might have. I'm just thinking, like, if you're looking for comic work,
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, okay. All you have to do is put together like your best works into a post, and I will share it to my friends. Stating that you want to get some comic work.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Because you don't suck.
Yeah.
So
Well, like one. I don't suck too bad. I've been drawing my whole life,
Yeah.
But you figure out a lot, like by just doing the work. Like it's like, what did I do wrong? Okay, and then you just try to not do that the next time, and that's part of the thing too. Is not repeating your bad mistakes. We're all liable to do that. We're all we can all tend to do that, being human. We all kind of repeat our same mistakes over and over. And I'm sure I'm doing it right now too. But just trying to objectively at your art and then say, okay, how can I make that better next time? That's how you can improve, I think.
All right. Yeah, it's just knowing what can be improved is sometimes half the battle.
But yeah, I appreciate that. I'll do that. I'll put together something, and should I just DM you?
No, I mean, like you could post on just your profile, right? Saying, "Hi, I'm currently looking for comic work, blah blah blah," and then post a lot of your artwork samples. in one post, and then I'll reshare it to my friends, saying, "Hey, look at this artist." You
Okay.
know, because there's always people
One
looking
thing
for
I would
work.
have to warn
Yeah.
is because I'm not the world's fastest artist, um, and I would say I'm not the world's slowest either. I'm somewhere in the middle. But at the same time, I do have a day job, so that's kind of one thing. It's like if I didn't have a day job, then I could say, okay, I'll give you three pages a week, totally inked and finished. But as it is, I'm thinking maybe it's going to be more like 1.5 or 2 pages a week, just because I got a day job, unless
Yeah.
the offer is enough to, you know what I mean? So that would just have to be understood by whoever's might
Right.
eventually want to hire
You
me.
know, everybody's got their own situation, and a lot of people that do. No, go over there. I'm talking to my cat. A lot of people that do independent comics. A lot of them have jobs, so it's understood if you just be straightforward and honest. I wouldn't like do a post where it would be like, hey,
Oh, okay.
here's my shortcomings. No, it's like all they want to know first is if they like your art. you know, once you get through that, then
I get you gotta
then
fake it to make it, right?
yeah, then you can sort out the details with them one on one and later.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for the advice, Peter.
Sure. So Frank asks,
Well,
"You gotta go."
I think I gotta go eat. So here's what I got so far of the retro.
Yeah.
I'll
Turn
finish this
turn
one up later, and I'll ink it and
That would be
go this way.
awesome. Turn it upside down. Yeah, like so it's facing straight up. One more turn. That way.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right. Now
perfect.
it's
There you
upside
go.
down to me now.
Well, it's straight up on camera. That looks awesome,
Okay,
man.
cool.
I love it.
So I've been drawing upside down this whole time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Retro.
People just want to see you draw. I spin my work all the time, so I'm sure if people are trying to keep track, they're getting dizzy. But that's awesome.
Okay. Well, it was fun coming on your stream, Peter. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Oh, my pleasure, man. And yeah, well, welcome on anytime. And I'm sure we'll talk
Thank
soon.
you.
All right. You have a great night.
Sounds good. You too. Take it easy.
All right. All right. All right, everybody. So is Landon. You definitely check out his YouTube channel and check out his artwork. He's got a lot of process videos up. And like you said, he's on Facebook. I think he's on Instagram. He's like all places. Yeah, I think he's got like a huge Instagram following. Next time he comes on, I'll probably have to ask him how he did accomplish that. But he does really, really nice work. It's great to have him. on. And Frank Salazar says, "Does my art suck? Be honest." No, it does not, because you are improving. And as long as you keep improving, it does not suck. You know, what sucks is like somebody who draws like Leonardo da Vinci and doesn't, doesn't make anything with the talent they have. That to me sucks. It's like I hate people who have like an amazing skill and don't use it. But you weren't born with your skill, but you're learning, and that's always commendable. And you know your shortcomings, you know your level of talent, and it's as far as I see, to you, it's not even about that. It's about doing something you're passionate of doing, and sort of spreading that joy around. You are a cheerleader for comic makers, and that's amazing because we don't have enough of those. So, do you suck? No, you do not suck. You know, those that bash everybody else and say foo foo. Those people. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just making artsy shapes or something. I need a thicker brush. Like this is the one I used to ink most things. What is this? Is a number? Well, it's a number 4. It's one number bigger. You're welcome, Frank. Usually I use the number 3, and this is number 4. But you got to consider. Hey, let's see how I do this. Okay, consider like the bottom part always gets the most stiff, and I don't like to clean the brush fully each time. I clean mostly like just below the middle to the tip. Leave that alone. Talking to my guy. Hey, no, leave that alone. She's trying to pull down my curtains. Yeah, so I mostly clean the upper part of the brush and mostly use the tip, but I should get a specific brush that's maybe even thicker than this one, so that when I'm just like filling in blacks, I have a huge brush to work with. And that will be much easier to keep that brush handy and clean, and like I said, I'm mostly focused with the point of this and the quality of the point and whatnot. All right, I'm just making useless lines. You get the point, though. All right, let's do this. All right, I want a bigger, bolder shape. So do a little of that action. And a little of that action. I wonder, well, I have color. It's sort of, the video is you can't really tell. It looks like all just black ink, and it is. I'm not seeing colors, but there's a little, just slightly more life to it. I'll scan this and maybe stick it on my Instagram. It's not fantabulous art, but the fact that I don't draw enough, um, like I said, these draw streams are a way for me to get some drawing in each week. Or when I do these, which it's new. It's a new thing I'm doing here. But yeah, I don't get enough drawing in, so gives me the opportunity. And the EJB guys, the grayish shading with the thinner ink does look good, softer in a way. Cool. Thank you so much. Who dat?
Hello. Let me see. Is this on?
What happened?
Just making sure you can hear me.
No. Hey. Hey,
Okay. Can you hear me? I think you're breaking out.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
I can hear. Yeah. It's my great internet. There's the delay, as some people have noticed.
Yeah, well, I use my phone, so sometimes I get a delay too. So sometimes I don't know if it's me or someone else.
Oh, then I totally blame you. So I wasn't gonna go really long, but what you got going on? What you want to come on for?
Well, I just want to see what you guys are up to, and I just did this today, a quick sketch of Captain Goggles. So I'm just gonna ink it.
Cool.
I did on a different type of a cardstock, so I'm hoping that the ink stays on and doesn't smudge it. Yeah.
Takes for yeah.
Let me do a test before I do that.
Yeah, tools are important, and also quality paper, and makes a difference.
Yeah. The other day, I did. The Phoenix that I drew last time, I print out the line art.
Right.
And I put it out on cardstock. It's like, oh, this will be cool. And I decided to test out watercolors on it, so it kind of warped. But I think it added a nice texture to it. But okay, now I know not to use cardstock for watercolors.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pad or two of like watercolor paper. I think I have watercolors, but it's like the real cheap kind.
Yeah, that's what I got from Five Below, just which I have here.
Yeah,
I reached out.
I would like to get a real nice one, but they're expensive too. Like, yeah, that's a much better one than I have. It's like I have a real cheap one. So I have to get a decent one like that. I did see Dory said on Twitter that she'd come after her show.
Yeah, I saw she's streaming also right now. I was like, oh, which one? I picked in very quickly just to see it, but I was like, let me go see what Peter. I wasn't planning on jumping on, but like, you know what? I mean, go on and do something.
So you felt you had to choose between friends.
And
That's always rough.
it's Sophie's choice. Which one? Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dory. Next time.
She's gonna watch this and know. She'll
I
know.
know. I'm gonna be a guest on hers this Friday,
Cool.
so let her know.
Yep, that's Dory Jones, Labors of Love. Go subscribe to her channel.
Yeah, she's cool. I was on there recently, a few days ago. She had a kind of like this. She was just doing a
Painting
drawing.
stream.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she had the link there. People could hop on. Like, yeah, I'll hop on.
Yep. I said before, I don't know if you caught somebody you had on your channel recently, Jim Lujan,
Mm-hmm.
is going to be on my channel next Sunday.
Okay. June.
So we'll be talking all about the Fred Flintstone cartoon. No, I'm sure we'll be talking about animation and art and all kinds of stuff.
Cool. I just sent him a mini comics bundle, which
Nice.
he might have gotten either yesterday or maybe tomorrow. Because I sent a few out at the same time. I know one guy got his.
Cool.
So far, so good.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't want to smudge it because then it will. Leave it, let it dry.
Yep. That's why I jump around as an inker. I jump around the image, so I'm never inking over the same spot where I can smudge.
Okay, yeah, it's a good idea. I'm also wearing a smudge guard, but it still smudges. It just doesn't get the ink on my hand.
Right. What fun is that? You're supposed to get ink on your hands, eh? It's like I got the brush tool dent in my finger.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah, I've gotten that before. I don't have any right now, but yeah.
that's when you know you're professional.
I gotta do it more often then. Which that goes. That's the question I've been asking. I didn't ask it when Javi was on, just because it was such a good conversation. I didn't even have to find an extra question to ask. But what makes you a pro? So, and I mentioned it on Dory's stream, and she said like, "Well, did you get paid? Uh, like, did you sell some of your art? Like, yeah. So you're a pro. Okay, good. I'll stop asking that question, I guess."
You know you're a pro when people say you suck. No,
I'm a pro from way back.
Yeah, you know that's what I say. Is like when you get paid, then you're a professional. You know,
Yeah.
but there's different layers. Like
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to get with my question, because I just like to see what other people have to say and see where I fall under that. I'm like, oh, okay. I think for best so far, I think it's a good question, but it's already like a lot of good people have been saying really good things. Like, oh, there's not much that can you can add to that. So like I think of a new question to always ask.
Right. Yeah, it's like some people work for themselves. Um,
Yeah,
so when they sell their own products, then they're professional. Um, some people don't consider artists professional unless they're, like in some specific gallery or working for some specific
yeah,
company. You know, it's all a point of view too, and
yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
So I think if you're doing the work uh, and putting like the effort and time into it,
Yep.
but getting paid is good too. Actually, I had that conversation today with uh, a friend from church and one of his uh, sons. Because I'll give out free comics sometimes, and one of the little kids was like, "Oh, you didn't give me one. Like I gave you something the other day, and I gave you a drawing." And actually, I made him a sketch today of Captain Courage, and I gave it to him. And his other brother was like, "What about me?" Like, guys, I can't keep doing this. And the dad was like, "Yeah, he works for it. You gotta give you." I told like I sell them. I sell the comics, and I didn't mention the sketches, but I sell these. He's like, yeah, he puts work, so now you gotta put work to buy one. And so that was cool having a parent kind of like reinforce like, yeah, you should pay
Right.
for good stuff.
Um, I would tell the kid, when you get an A in algebra, then you can get a drawing.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do that with some of them. Like, hey, you know what? Pass pass your class for I don't know how is it monthly reports that they still do like every month.
Right.
Get your grades up, and hey, I'll do a sketch for you.
So EJB goes, cardstock can be used if you don't use too much water or if you
Yeah,
really let it dry between layers.
yeah, and then I saw that too. I wasn't
Yeah.
planning on using watercolors, but I was like, you know what? I have these watercolors that I probably never used them. So like, let me use these. And so I didn't use too much water. It worked a little bit, but I think it still looked good. And I went over it with a Mod Podge, so I sealed it. So I gave it a very wet look, which looked cool. And I mailed that out to, I think that one I sent to Anna, and I sent a version to Dory, and I think hers was in markers because I was trying out my markers. So just sending out free art because I felt like it. Did I ever send you something, Peter? I know like we talked about it, but I don't remember if I have your address or not.
Say again? I have the
Did I ever
AC.
send? Did I ever send you anything? Because I know we've
Yeah.
talked about it.
You sent me one of your mini comics.
I did.
Yeah. Um, the history of Earth. No. I think it was I think it was a Captain Goggles. It's in my drawer.
Okay.
I know where it
Oh,
is.
okay. Oh, okay. Then I didn't save your address because I was thinking like I should send Peter something now. I have his address.
I live in the White House. It's easy to find that address.
Okay, I'll send it over there. I'll send my anti-Biden comic to you and have them knock on my door.
What is this propaganda?
And I ink this.
There you go.
And I try.
It's so hard. It's so hard. Like, um, when I get things with double or triple circles, it's so much harder to ink. And I'll use circle plates, or I'll use oval plates, whatever I
Mm-hmm.
gotta do to do them. But um, you created a character that's essentially not easy.
Yeah, it's all circles.
Yeah.
And like that, the head is an oval, and then the goggles are all circles inside circles, and so.
Yeah. It's not easy.
I know. I messed up a little bit on the lens, so he's got like one wide eye lens and one short lens. So it's like, oh, and it's ink, so I can't like, oh well.
Well, that's why you should get one of these. This is acrylic painter.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
yeah, it's like this. It's like a little felt point, and you have to shake it. You have to shake it, and then press the point down on the paper, and
Yeah.
after a second, it comes out. But I've used little jars of white acrylic paint. I use different whites. This is the best thing I've come across. This is amazing. This is awesome, and that you could, just like you make a mistake, you drop it on the paper and white it out, and go black,
Okay.
go back with some black over it.
Oh, cool.
I don't make mistakes, but for those people that do.
Even if I did, I'd use this.
I used to take real pride in that. Like, it's like, doesn't matter. It took me 12 hours to ink a page. I didn't make one error.
Oh, you were talking about Instagram earlier, and what's his name, Landon? Like how he has like so many followers. I was gonna ask, but he left. But like, because I'm thinking my Instagram is that's supposed to be my art Instagram, but sometimes I'll have random stuff in there. So I'm like, hi, is there stuff I should delete? And like maybe some of my lesser art, because I like showing the process of it. So I don't know. Or maybe if it's the good art outweighs the okay art, I guess.
I mean, it depends what it is for you. Like, if you're training to become a better artist, then post everything. Post the process, post the finished
Yeah.
art, and like, what you're looking for in that instance is encouragement, and for people to see the different stages.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're looking to show off just your best work, then work on the side until you have a perfect piece done, and then post that. So if you post once a week or once a month, then that's your Instagram. But
And then right underneath, oh, I just did this quick sketch.
yeah. It took me a month, but it's much quicker than last month's. But yeah, it's different thing for different people. Um, and I believe when I saw Landon's Instagram, I believe he had like 10,000 followers, and I was like, what? But I know he's really good at sharing his workout, and he'll spend, you know, God knows how much time sharing it to the right people and places and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a
Okay.
direct result, not of necessarily his artwork, because let's face it, it's not, you don't get the amount of likes isn't equal to the amount of talent you have. You
Yeah.
know, it's so it's so not the case. Um, so something like a stick man can get 1,000 likes or 20,000 likes, if it has the right message attached to it or whatever.
Yeah. That's funny. On my Facebook, that I'll post mostly. I'll post art without links and stuff to videos. But the only thing that I saw that got like massive likes and shares was a meme about Rick Astley. I was like, what the heck? I was like, it's not even my meme. I got it from someone else. I just posted it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, what, guys? I'm posting comics. I'm posting my art. And,
Nobody
check out the
cares.
show, and no one
Yeah.
cares. Check out, hey, Rick Astley for president. Shoo, 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 shoo. I was like, what the heck?
Totally.
At least follow me back.
Yeah. No, my biggest post on my Instagram was the picture of the artist Morbius and Mobius and David Lynch hanging out together in a print shop.
Oh, cool.
And that's, I think it's close to 700 likes right now, and that's the biggest thing on my Instagram page. And it's like, well deserved, but it's like I just found I just found the picture and thought it was neat,
Yeah,
and reposted it myself, and yeah, like the people that liked it aren't like checking out my artwork or anything. They just like that post.
yeah.
Yeah. So does it do good for my Instagram page? Not really.
If anything, doesn't it hurt it? Because I know like I'll get likes, but what I don't always get comments. And I know if you get a like and a comment, you're supposed to like reply to a comment, and then that they see, oh, there's interaction. So, but so if you got like thousands of likes but like no comments, it doesn't it doesn't help.
Yeah, yeah. I've been getting more comments on my Instagram. I don't really get any on my channel, my YouTube channel. Um,
Yeah, I get a few, not always, but I'll get like uh, three or four, and sometimes it's me replying back and forth to someone. So yeah,
yeah.
like I just posted a video, I think it was last week, where I inked and colored a sketch of Captain Courage that Ictus did for me a while back,
Oh, cool.
and I said like, you know what, I'm gonna. And I asked him, and I knew he would say yes, but he's like, oh, can I ink this and do a video? He's like, yeah, okay, cool. So I did it, and I posted it, and no comments, no. Like what? I'm like, usually I get at least something. I think maybe I got one comment, but after a few days, I have to go back and check for like very little interaction. I was like, wow, usually I'm getting interaction from my other stuff, but on this one, so I don't know.
Nah, I mean, like part of the reason I like live streaming is it's more of a chance that somebody will comment in the chat than
Mm-hmm.
comment,
Yeah,
on the channel under a video. You know, at least I'll get some interaction while I'm live.
yeah.
Such is the case. So I don't think Dory's showing up. Yeah, she mentioned she might try. Maybe she's going later with her live video.
Yeah, I think did she just start it or?
Well, she's West Coast, and I forget. I think she went live when I went live. I don't know,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm not really waiting for her. I was just seeing if she would have showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do a little more on this, then I'll start closing it out.
Okay.
So, only because you showed up, I went longer. It's all your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was like, oh, I'll just sit this one out and watch the stream. Then Landon left. I'm like, well, I guess I can hop on. Like, I got nothing prepared. We're like, oh, let me get my sketch.
Yep.
Okay. I'm testing if I can use these markers on this ink. It looks like it's dried enough.
So you know you're a professional when people let you on their streams.
I know I've been hopping on random streams.
Just random streams. So if like a vegan cooking show, you Frank would show up and throw out his skills.
Oh hey, oh I can help. Yeah, I'll be on right now. Hold on. Eating a burger and oh sorry, it's vegan. So tomorrow is the Bugcast.
Oh, Bugcast tomorrow. Tell people about it. I'm sure there'll be some people interested.
I hope some people show up. So we had a goal. I think it was a year ago, almost a year ago. Yeah, because we are reaching the year of not the Truckle Cravecast, but since we started streaming,
right?
It'll be August 19th. So I think it was the episode after that. We decided to do this goal where if we get, I think it was like we get Anna and Keith to 100 subs and get me to at that point was 200 subs.
Yeah.
Anna and I will eat some bugs live. Not the bugs won't be live, but it'll be on a live stream. I have to specify that because people are like, no, you said live. Like, no, it'll be a live stream. And it took about a year just to get Anna 200 subs and stick to it.
Well, it would have been
if we reached our goals pretty quickly.
Yeah, it would have been easier if she, streamed or posted videos more. But
yeah, she would post sparingly, and she streamed not that long ago, so I think that helped. That people saw like, oh, there's a
she's alive.
Video.
Yeah,
there's a new video, and I can actually go watch it. I know we lost. Shy Guy had unsubscribed, and then when he saw that, oh, she's streaming. Okay, I'll subscribe again. Like, stay subscribed.
Yeah, some people are wacky like that. Like, I was picky when I was subscribed to like 20 channels, but after that, I didn't really care. It's like I can't keep track. Why am I going to unsubscribe to anybody?
Yeah, so we do. I think it might be tomorrow. We might announce a new platform change. We still gotta talk over it, but we might switch over like the way the Artcasters do it. So sometimes it's Josh's channel, sometimes it's
right. You should
channel.
You should.
So and that was the original plan.
Yeah.
And we decided, oh, let's just move it all to one channel, and then my channel stopped growing.
Right.
And like, okay, well, I already put the trigger, but now we're thinking uh, alternating like
Yeah.
on the Tarako, like, okay, we'll do some on this one, and then we'll switch
Yeah.
one on Anna, one on mine, so we have steady content, and it's not too much for the Tarako where oh, it's every week, and then sometimes Frank does um, surprise like behind the scenes videos. Like I don't want to like oversaturate it.
Right.
So, like, I'm like,
You could
okay.
always do a playlist and have
Yeah,
every episode and what channel is going to be on.
yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. I was starting to do that, but since it was all on the Tarako and that's all that was on there, it's like, well, it doesn't make sense
Right.
to keep the playlist updated.
Welcome,
But
Lola.
now I can. Now I will.
So Lola Meets is here.
Lola,
She's pretty hot.
Lola Fulana.
I could tell by her profile picture.
Yeah.
Um, but
A pair of hams.
but yeah, so Monday and Tuesday here, I'm going to be solo streaming, completely random times, and while I'm doing everything else, working on other projects, working on retro, I'm going to be setting up the streams for the week ahead. I know, like I mentioned, Jim Lujan will be here next Sunday night. More than likely, I'll do the Pimp Your Comics sometime Saturday.
Okay.
And I got Jason Grungor.
Oh.
Jason Grungor talking about his newest project, which is currently on Kickstarter, and it's called Kill something. I forget now. But it's very 90s superhero inspired. But it also has a serial killer.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's completely off the wall and lots of fun. Then I have a lot of other people. I'm waiting to hear back from Richard Friend. What's good for his schedule? But yeah, it's however it all pans out. I'll be setting that up Monday and Tuesday, and you can check my channel where it says upcoming streams, and I'll post them there. So. But yeah, this is all this is. It's nothing special. It's just some guy. some guy I drew and inked. And
some guy I drew, inked, and am now coloring.
Hey, and this is Cyclops from before.
Yes, I saw that. It was cool.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see it slightly better here. Let's see. There we go. You can see the full. Boom, boom, boom.
Is that a full-size comic page?
No, this is it's a full-size comic page for you and your mini comics. No, this is these are like what are they? Yeah, actually, I have a rule. This is just some paper I cut out. So this is 9 by 4. So
okay. Yeah,
it's even smaller than a comic book, a regular comic book.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just small. This is all Bristol paper that I cut up a while back, so I can do things like this randomly. But yeah, if you've been watching, then thank you so much. Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. trying to grow above and beyond 1,000 subscribers. Here's my little ticker tape to prove it. And yeah, I'm streaming every day this August. I'll slow down after that, but I'm keeping with it so far, and it's definitely helping to grow my channel. I'm up to 923 subscribers last time I looked. Of course, once I pass 1,000, I'll probably have to still get the watch hours.
Yeah.
And I think I'm close. Well, like I'm like 900 watch hours at the moment, so I have to get
Okay.
those up as well to 4,000. So that will be some effort. And there's Pops Van Zant as we're about to leave. He says, "How, Peter? Well, welcome. You can watch the rest of the show in replay, as always. It will forever be up on YouTube for as long as YouTube exists." But yes, thank you everybody who showed up in the chat. EJB, Matt, 24 Eyes, Randy, Miss H,
Randy.
Doug, Rick Sayer. Yeah,
Or
lots of friends, familiar faces. And that guy, Mr. Goggles, Captain Goggles. You want to do some shout outs, Frank, before we go?
Yeah, shout out to Dory, who couldn't be here because she's doing her own stream. So you want to go check out her stream after this. She might still be going on. And Rob for being the best creative partner. And we will be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central on the Truckle Creative Cast. You can watch us eat bugs and talk about bugs and announce our plans for the channel coming up, which I mentioned briefly here.
Yep.
But yeah, that's it. And check out Salazar Art Nation. That's my channel. You can follow me on Instagram. And I think that is all.
And make sure to comment on all his pitches on Instagram.
Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a great night. See you again tomorrow. Make art. Make comments.